I've been listening to Christian music a lot. It's been months. The last non-Christian thing I listened to was Bruno Mars and Lady Gaga. Twingy country, that'd be tough.
No, yeah, I can't do that.
I'm just saying, like twingy country to try to...
Even with, so like talking about the food pyramid and the original food pyramid, right?
Mhm.
It was officially released in the early 90s. The basis of it started in like the 70s, where there was a shift because we started to have higher obesity and high cholesterol and heart disease. That kind of started in the late 70s, where people were more aware of these things. So we wanted to shift things to make people healthier. And then the food pyramid comes out, and then you find out that the food pyramid, the original food pyramid, was basically put in place by lobbyists for the agricultural community.
Wow.
Like, no, watermelon's great. It hydrates you.
I love watermelon.
Natural sugar.
I mean,
It's
not
low,
because...
low in calorie. Not because of stereotype.
Yeah, it's just... watermelon is great. Like the different melons are just outstanding. Do you like all the different kind of melons?
I don't know.
The cantaloupes?
I mean, I
Yeah,
do.
the
This is
small
somewhat
green
of a
melons.
boring conversation if we talk about our melon.
No,
eating.
I'm not going
I don't mind melon, right?
Well, no, there's people that like the watermelon, but they don't like the cantaloupes. And they don't like the little green melons.
Yeah, well, honeydew melons are kind of like I'd say honeydew melons are equivalent to the oatmeal raisin cookie. No one's going for that first, but if it's the only thing left, you're like, oh, shit, at least it's a cookie.
Bro, oatmeal raisin cookies are my favorite.
No, no
Yes.
one says that.
They're my favorite.
I don't believe you.
What kind of music are you into now?
I really don't know what kind of music I'm into. It catches me on the right mood, where some days I'm a cowboy, some days I'm gangster rapping from 2004, and then other days, I'm rocking Creed, working out by myself because it just feels right. And then even though I hate Creed, so that's weird.
So it's enough. So
I really don't have
So it's eclectic. All right, it's all over the place.
very much all over the
Yeah.
place.
And that's good.
What are you into?
So I've been listening to Christian music a lot. Worship music, Christian music a lot. It's been months. The last non-Christian thing I listened to was Bruno Mars and Lady Gaga. They've got a
That's
pretty
what
cool-
you've been into lately?
It's just that one song.
I'm a Bruno fan.
Yeah?
I like him. He's a talented guy.
You like Gorilla? Like that song?
I mean, I'm not going to say I go super deep on Bruno Mars.
I don't. I think when it comes from that era of like soul, I know he's a little more popish.
Yeah,
Like,
but
he
he
can
can
come a
play
little
like
soulful.
every instrument there is. and
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
a true musician.
I think he's the one that is able to go across the different generations.
Yeah.
Like someone that's even older than us
He's
appreciates
he's a
stuff.
timeless guy. Like I wouldn't mind seeing his show whenever he does a residency in Vegas, probably 10 years from now.
Mhm.
That'd probably be a pretty cool show.
That would be a pretty darn good show.
Yeah. He's like 5 foot tall.
Yeah, he's short.
Did you ever hear about the scam that happened where some lady thought that he was in love with her and she sent him all her life savings and she went broke from like a fake celebrity scam? Someone scammed some lady. She thought Bruno Mars was in love with her and he needed money because what's $100,000 going to do for somebody like Bruno Mars? And she sent him like all of her money. Yeah, now he's doing stadiums. He's going to the Superdome.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah, I think he's out of that residency now, and he's yeah. So that's pretty cool. Bruno Mars. Yeah, so that was the last thing. That's the last thing I've listened to.
Yeah, Bruno didn't hit the playlist. We used to do a thing where sometimes I'd hijack the stereo in the gym in the mornings and I'd do Bad Music Fridays. And I'd just put on a playlist if somebody said, what the hell are we listening to? And then we just change it to something.
Twingy country, that'd be tough.
No, yeah, I can't do that.
I'm just saying, like twingy country to try to work
Well, it's got to
out
be
with.
subtle. It's got to like sneak something in. Like I have like a playlist of like just like girl pop rock. And like the first one comes on, it's like Katy Perry, you're like whatever, you're just working out,
Oh,
everybody's
wow.
gonna work out. And then the
Okay.
next one's like Michelle Branch, and then it's like Kelly Clarkson. Like, what the hell are we doing in here? I'm like, all right, I got it, my bad. So
Wow. Welcome to the New Dad Order podcast. My name is Ray. We got Parfait over there.
how's it going, everybody? Ray, dancing to Bruno Mars this evening or what?
Yeah, man. He's a gorilla, brother.
if you say so. Trapped in like a little, not a gorilla's body. Yeah, definitely not a gorilla's body. Well, his nickname came from, like, Bruno is not his real name, and because it's like his favorite wrestler, or his grandpa or his dad's favorite wrestler was like Bruno Sammartino, Sammartino, whatever, one of those guys.
Oh wow!
And that's like where his Bruno came from.
Oh wow!
Or I could be wrong. Pretty sure I'm right. So there's a lot of fake stuff out there, man. Real quick before we get started, guys, Thursday. Thursday is the thing that I have relied on over the last 8 months to get me back into recovery and get a good night's sleep. It doesn't have melatonin. It has everything your body needs to get back to recovery, to get a good workout in. Use the promo code NDOZZZ to get a discounted checkout. A lot of fake stuff, a lot of fake stories.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the food pyramid. So you've heard about now we have a new food pyramid that came out like last month. And they flipped it, and now it's protein is king. Now you have to consume all this protein. Like, that's the new food pyramid. And so now you just have to sit back and wonder what took so long. I mean, I thought, and this is somewhat naive because of what I consume, to think that everybody would know this. I know that. But why would you not eat a lot of protein? Like, there's a meme. It's like, whenever I was younger, or no, wait, what's the meme? The meme is, I get pressured in my 40s to consume protein more than I got pressured to do drugs like they said I would when I was a teenager. So, like, that's kind of the whole thing where, hey, you got to consume protein. You got to eat protein. And now they flip the food pyramid to where protein is like the major thing that you should be eating. And I'm like, well, of course we should. Like, that's a natural source to build muscle and get you to be healthy, and having strong proteins and not all the dairy not dairy's not terrible for you, but all the grain and the carbs and the bread, which was like the foundation of the old food pyramid. So, like, talking about the food pyramid and the original food pyramid, right? It was like officially released in the early 90s, but the basis of it started in like the 70s, where there was a shift because we started to have, higher obesity and high cholesterol and heart disease. That kind of started in the late 70s, where people were more aware of these things. So we wanted to shift things to make people healthier. And then the food pyramid comes out, and then you find out that the food pyramid, the original food pyramid, was basically put in place by lobbyists for the agricultural community. Wow. Like, farmers. So grain farmers were feeding money into legislation in order to get this food pyramid that was going to come out to have, like, grain be an essential part of it. So we're supposed to eat like 17 loaves of bread a day, to make us healthy. That's the foundation of a good diet is grains. You're like, what? No, like, why would that ever be? I mean, like, it was like Diet 101. Just put half your plate as protein, half your plate as greens, I'm sorry, that's way too many halves.
Yeah.
Half your plate is protein, and then a quarter greens and a quarter carbs. Well, like, good carbs. And, like, if you do that, then you're going to eat relatively healthy. But then the government, who will take money to do anything to put into place, was influenced by the lobbyists from the agricultural to shift grains into being everything there, which is
like the more important thing, right? What is it now? Oh, I don't know if we're jumping over to the new pyramid,
right? The new pyramid,
but it's more proteins, carbs, fruits, vegetables. I don't remember fruits being one of the big things on the older.
But fruits pyramid are supposed to be, because that's a natural form of sugar,
right? Versus, I mean, you can't have too much of certain things, but at the same time, I don't remember that being on the original pyramid.
Because you can't make a lot of money on fruits. Because it's only got one purpose, right? I mean, you can repurpose it. They can do things. But even our grape juice isn't really grapes. I mean, it'll say like 10% juice. It's all fillers and
right?
Fake stuff. They call it grape juice, pineapple juice. It's loaded with sugar and fake stuff. It's like the most unhealthy thing. It's not unhealthy for you? A slice of pineapple.
True.
Like,
true that.
That's actually good for you. The juice form of it is terrible. Even I've seen people do this where they'll buy like the dehydrated fruit. Oh yeah, man, I just give my kids a dehydrated fruit. They sell those in the produce section, and it's just bags of like banana chips and stuff.
Okay. Okay.
right? And dehydrated apples. I'm like, well, what's wrong with like a real apple? But all of that starts to be you're consuming like way more than that what you would normally consume.
It's
So
more like
someone might get like the
yeah,
dehydrated banana, and I'm using that as an example because a banana is not something that you should necessarily eat every day. A banana is something that you should eat like when you need it. So for cramping or before you do before or after an exercise to give you, the potassium
really.
and yeah.
I used to do a banana a day
Yeah.
several years ago.
It's not
Every day.
necessary. I mean, unless you're doing like high output stuff, but a banana a day isn't no, it's not as good for you as eating a couple blueberries a day.
And that is so very true. That after the whole banana thing, I've learned that blueberries,
That's like
honey,
Mhm.
much more.
Like watermelon, blueberries.
Well, and then see, I was told, I didn't look it up, that watermelon is just sugary water, and it's not as good for you.
Like recently you were told that?
No,
Or like forever ago?
like forever ago.
Yeah. No, watermelon's great. It hydrates
I
you.
love
It's natural
watermelon.
sugar.
I mean,
Slow,
because
slow in calorie. Not because of stereotype.
yeah, it's just watermelon is great. Like the different melons are just
Yeah.
outstanding. Do you like all the different kind of melons?
I don't know.
The cantaloupes.
I mean, I
the-
do.
the
This is
small green
somewhat of a
melons?
boring conversation if we talk about our melon.
No,
eating.
I'm not going to get into it. I was just wondering. Like,
No, I mean, I don't mind. I don't mind melon, right? So I don't
Okay.
mind. So
well, no,
But-
there's people that like the watermelon, but they don't like the cantaloupes, and they don't like the little green melons.
yeah, well, honeydew melons are kind of like I'd say honeydew melons are equivalent to the oatmeal raisin cookie. No one's going for that first, but if it's the only thing left, you're like, oh shit, at least it's a cookie.
bro, oatmeal raisin cookies are my favorite.
No, no one
Yes!
says that.
They're my favorite.
I don't believe you.
100%. You call and ask my wife, what's your husband's favorite cookie?
Your sister older than you?
No, she's younger.
Okay.
Mhm.
I was trying to figure out a path of that. There's maybe
She'll go to Aldi and pick me up those.
I thought maybe
yeah.
the older sibling convinced the younger sibling that the crab cookie was the good one.
That's
You were all
not a
joking.
crab cookie,
Dude,
bro.
it's garbage.
You
Nobody
are
wants
full of poo to say something like that. Oatmeal with raisin and some chocolate. Oh my god,
oatmeal raisin cookies are garbage.
they're not garbage.
It's trash. It's pineapple on pizza.
No, it's not.
And you like pineapple on pizza.
I
Go
do.
figure.
I do like pineapple on pizza. I do.
It's horrible.
I like pineapple
Nobody
on
like-
a meat
bring a
lover's.
tray- okay.
Hold on. I like pineapple on a meat lover's pizza, not
Yeah.
just pineapple with ham. Pineapple with meat lovers to get the
The
sweet
salty and the
with the
sweet.
salt.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oatmeal raisin cookies are not good. If you put a tray of cookies in your
How are
office,
You,
tray
you're
of
probably
cookies
right.
in your office
You're
with the
probably right.
last cookies left on the tray.
It might be like
It's
the
oatmeal
butter,
raisin.
what,
It's
or
oatmeal
the
raisin.
sugar cookies.
Oatmeal raisin.
Sugar cookies
A
will be
tray
left.
of chocolate chip
So-
cookies and oatmeal cookies.
Just those two?
white chocolate macadamia nut. Throw that one in there too.
Okay, just those three?
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Oatmeal
we'll
raisin's
lose.
always okay.
We'll lose.
Okay, so
To
add a
those
fourth
two,
one.
we'll lose. A sugar cookie.
I don't think
Oatmeal
so.
raisins beating the sugar cookie.
No, it's not.
It's coming in a
That's-
strong third. Strong third.
There's
right
no such
there.
thing as a strong third whenever
Strong
there's only
third.
four.
Well,
It's terrible.
I'm
I
adding
can't believe
to
that.
it.
There's no way.
Yeah,
Poll the people that you
I
work with.
I love.
And poll them by going pick up a cookie
I
tray
get
from
it.
Sam's. Stop at Sam's on your way to work. Pick up a cookie tray, throw it in the break room, and see what cookies are left on there at the end.
There will be more chocolate. The chocolate chip will be gone. Yeah, oatmeal will be left, and that's why I'm happy about that because it'll be mine.
But it doesn't mean it's good.
They are good.
They're not good.
Right,
It's a terrible
yeah.
cookie.
It's
My
a
wife-
great cookie.
My wife and I have been married since 2011. She has never once made an oatmeal raisin cookie.
I'm gonna ask her because
She won't. She wouldn't waste her time
She's an
she bakes way too
outstanding
well.
baker.
to ruin to just waste her time making such a crap cookie.
That is not a crap cookie. No, I'm
is.
I'm standing on this.
Stand on that one all
I
you
am
want,
standing
cuz.
on it.
Crumble the cookie. Don't stand too hard.
Let me know out there.
No.
Oatmeal raisin cookies. Are they crap? Are they
No,
I
you
know
said
they're not
they're the
better than
best.
chocolate
You
chip.
just no.
I think they're the best.
Throw in the challenge flag. You said they're the best.
I think they're the best.
And then you opinionated yourself that you said they were the best for you because you like them more. You said that they're like goated.
I think they're the best. Yeah.
They're not. There's no one in your household that likes an oatmeal raisin cookie.
No, just me.
And I don't even.
My wife does.
I just took
my wife does. She does.
She just
But
supports.
she
you,
will
right?
not. Well, of course. But she does not think they're better than chocolate. No, you're saying. I'm saying generally out there in the world, oatmeal is better than chocolate chip to the general populace.
I mean, you kind of.
I'm not.
You
I'm not
kind of
saying
insinuated
No,
that,
no, no,
and then
no.
you backed out from that.
I have not. No. I said I love oatmeal.
You said
raisin.
they are great.
They are great.
No. And then you said I like them, which does not mean they are great. It just means that Ray likes them.
Yeah,
Doesn't mean they're great.
they are great. In my opinion, they are great.
You eat cornflakes, or do you like frosted flakes?
Frosted Flakes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oatmeal raisin is cornflakes.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
It's terrible. It's terrible. But speaking of God, that's horrible. Do you actually think they're better? Anyways, I don't know. Bless your little heart.
Do I think they're better than the chocolate chip cookies?
Yeah.
In my
that's what-
opinion, yeah. I think they are.
That you should have said, in my humble opinion, as you often say.
Well, no, I'm just saying I'm in my strong opinion. I like them better. I think the majority of people like chocolate chip better than they like oatmeal raisin.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that. I'm not stupid enough to go, no way. More people like
No, I
oatmeal
mean,
raisin.
yeah, you didn't say more
know
people
better
do,
than that.
but you were just very adamant that they're a good cookie.
It is a good cookie.
It's terrible.
I promise you, there's a lot of people that low key love, not just like love oatmeal raisin cookies. Let me know. To
You don't. There will be zero.
77, 78.
There will be zero comments on any form of this post, whether it be the full, the short, the reel. There would be zero comments backing you on this one, except for the one guy who's like, "Man, they're so good." One. And then everybody else is not even going to comment because they're going to be like, why would I even waste my time? No, this is a pointless conversation. Scroll.
Wow.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Okay.
We shall see.
Anyways, so back to fake protein, right? So my big concern with the flip the food pyramid thing on, in theory, it sounds great. Like, it made me really happy. I'm like, yes. I'm like, it made me happy because I'm like, this makes a shift towards consuming what I try to consume easier. Like, where I eat 200 grams of protein a day. That is my goal, right? Because I want to build muscle. I don't worry about calorie deficit or anything like that. I want to turn fat into muscle. So consume as many grams of protein as the weight you want to be, and then like you're headed in the right direction.
Do you want to get into what kind of protein? Or
the problem is that whenever I saw this, the first thing I thought was, when is all the crap product going to come out? How long is it going to take before capitalism at its finest and companies figure out a way that now we're going to make money off of this food pyramid flip? Now we have to shift to high protein, to everything being marketed as protein. And then I realized that whenever something says high protein, it doesn't necessarily mean that the grams of protein are high. They can simply say high protein based off of the protein amount that it had prior to what they do now. So if Snickers, which they already do before this, like makes like a protein bar, and it's just loaded with all kind of processed stuff, and they increase protein content. Now, it might have like 20 grams of protein, but it's just nothing natural. It's not whey protein. It's not natural protein. Because the natural protein powder that you would consume in your whey protein powder.
That's what you mean by whey.
Yeah, WHEY.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, that is not as profitable for a company to use that because it costs. Right. So now they're still going to use all this filler and then throw some fake protein stuff in there that's highly processed and then call it high protein. I saw Bluebell ice cream with protein ice cream. Man, that's not supposed, like,
That's not.
It's an illusion of health. And it happened before, when everything started to go into the low fat.
Oh,
everything was marketed as low fat.
Chips, low fat chips.
Low fat.
They're low fat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Low fat.
Yeah.
And then it's got a mile-long list of ingredients, low sugar, but it's all artificial sweeteners. So now all these proteins that are going to be made with all the seed oils and everything that goes along with that is going to be sold in the vein of health. That's just going to cause health issues for people who think this is the shortcut to, if I eat more protein, it's going to help me build muscle and, get healthier, but not realizing that the form of protein that they're consuming is what they're not being educated on because there's no money in educating people on the right thing to do. Subway already shifted their marketing thing to where they have the high protein sandwiches. High protein sandwiches from sliced deli meat that comes just soaked in salt so it lasts forever, and then they slice that up and they sell it to you, and they put it on a loaf of sugar that they throw some sesame seeds on top, so you think that that's healthy because it's honey oat, and it's like that's not, and none of that crap's good for you,
right?
Opposed to like eggs. Yep, eggs. That's like the best form of protein that you can get right there. And just in general, red meat. Red meat's bad for no. If you eat too much of it, it's bad for you. Yeah, it can cause certain things. It though? It could cause, it can give you issues, but if you eat lean proteins, you're gonna be fine, no matter what. But I think a lot of people like overdo it and they're like, I'm gonna eat steak every day. I'm like, that's probably not the right thing to do. But fish is really good for you. You should probably consume fish.
But there are people that do eat.
Yeah, like the carnivore diet.
Yeah, that's it.
But there's a lot of people that struggle with it. There's one of my friends that I work out with has been doing the carnivore diet for a while now. And he had to really like tweak things as he got along, like as he went along with it to figure out what was the right thing to eat at the right time, because it did mess his stomach up. Not in a bad way, but it did mess his stomach up to where he's like, I got to figure this out better and tweak it and tweak it and tweak it and not just eat steak every day or bacon every day. Figuring out a way to cook the meat lean and using different types of different cuts of meat and realizing that was the right path to do the carnivore diet.
Well, Tony and I, and he's better friends with Tony Masca, know a guy, carnivore diet. You want to talk about a guy that went from looking like three people to looking like one skinny person? Carnivore diet.
Yeah.
And he swears by it.
And obviously researched, educated, and studied the right path to do it.
His wife is a nurse practitioner. So.
But even without her being a nurse practitioner, it's asking questions about doing it the right way in order to have the best result with it. You can become extremely healthy just being a vegetarian. I don't want to go that route, but there is enough proteins that you can get from beans, and consuming.
You just said the thing about the vegetarian thing. I'm going to go down this little rabbit hole real quick.
What you got?
Every time on the internet, vegetarians, the more that you just eat vegetables, reduces your brain. Your brain becomes smaller.
Actually?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. I got to find that and show it to you. But the more, if you don't bring in enough protein, your brain will start shrinking.
I'm never going down the vegetarian path. So,
well, there's just what is it? Vegetarian, and what's the other thing?
Well, like the extreme version of that, or the vegan?
Vegan, yeah, right. And then I just like all that came out from what I guess like around 92 in the 90s. 92 on, the vegans, the vegetarians, the low fats, the saturated, the fats is bad for you.
Yeah, certain fats are. That's the part with the high protein diet where people are going to consume. Oh no, fats aren't terrible. Well, like what fats are you consuming? Is it avocado? Probably not. Like those are that's your healthy fat. An avocado.
That's fat.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I just learned something.
Do you eat avocado?
As a dip, but not just with chips.
Well, no.
But not just
on a sandwich.
Not on a sandwich. No, not like that. In a salad. Yeah, in a salad.
On a burrito.
On a burrito. Yeah. But like my wife she'll make it from actual avocado. She'll cut them up and scoop them out and mash them up. Oh yeah. The other part of this thing is the whole steak and your marbleization on a steak.
Yeah, I wish I
I
knew how
always
to
thought,
fully understand that.
I was
Well, I
like,
mean,
oh,
that's
that's fat. It's fat. But yeah, but it's a good fat. You can't have now. You could have
I
that
mean,
stuff that's chewy.
yeah, like
That's not good.
just the grizzle
The
alone.
grizzles, yeah. But the
But fat was like the scapegoat of the original food pyramid too. Like fat was like if it had fat, it was like automatically bad. And then like sugar and refined carbs like were pushed out. So companies pushed the low fat products that were just loaded with sugar.
mhm.
And then people were like, no, sugar's bad for you. And then artificial sweeteners came. So like it's always been a cycle.
Yeah,
So it's like fat's bad for you. So we push low fat, low fat, low fat. We don't talk about sugar content. So we just load it up with sugar and bad carbs. And then, well, now we have low fat. And then the sugar and the bad carbs start to become a thing where no, you can't have too much of that. Like I said, and then you go into the other side. And so like everything just completely like backfires because there's no oversimplification of eating healthy. Like people know they look for shortcuts, and then the American way is what's the easiest way to do it, and that's the way I'm going to try to do it.
right.
And then we end up with pharmaceutical companies controlling everything that we do. Okay, so did you see the commercial? It was during the NFL playoffs, and it was a guy sitting in front of a camera. He had on a green shirt. He was a fat guy.
Yeah,
And he starts talking about, you don't know what it's, don't tell me about your workout routine. You don't think I've had one. I've been like this since I was 12. Don't tell me about what I should eat. You don't think I'm worried about my health. I'm worried about the people. I'm worried about waking up in the morning. It just kind of goes on and on and on. You're not sure where the commercial is actually going. Did you see this commercial?
yes.
Yeah, I was so flustered by it. I was sitting there watching the game with my wife and my kid, and the commercial ends, and we all kind of look around, and Luke asked, he was like, what is that commercial about? And I'm like, I think he's saying it's okay to be fat and unhealthy. I really don't, I have no idea what the concept of the commercial is. And then, but at the end of the commercial, Lilly pops up. Eli Lilly, one of the largest pharmaceutical companies there is. One of the worst companies there is in this freaking world.
Oh yeah.
They're horrible. Like, yeah, Eli Lilly, like one of the just horrible. It's a horrible company, right? The Eli Lilly, Pfizer, these massive corporations that push everything that you're supposed to do except do the right thing. Like keep people sick so they keep buying medicine. So
yes.
and then it's I don't know. So whenever I saw Eli Lilly pop up, Lilly pharmaceutical company pop up at the end, and health is their thing. Well, like they make GLP-1s as well, like Mounjaro. I think that's Eli Lilly is the one who makes that.
Really?
Yes. And the basis of a GLP-1 is great if it's actually supposed to help you do stuff to fight diabetes and everything. That's fine, but it's not used as a tool. So I may have mentioned it before to you, but I know I've talked about it in conversation with different people where we had conversations about GLP-1s, right? So GLP-1, weight loss drugs. So Ozempic, Mounjaro. So all of these different ones that come out, and the there's Ways to Well is a guy, and he owns a health clinic in Austin, Texas.
Okay. I was gonna ask you.
Yeah. And so he Brigham Bueller, he worked for Eli Lilly. Like they tried suing him. They tried to put his business out. They try to put his company out of business like over and over and over because he continues to expose them for just different things that they've done. And so he will actually use, pretty sure, he will actually use GLP-1s for his customers that go to him. But he doesn't just give you, hey, here you go. Like, here's your shot that's going to help you lose weight.
He doses them correctly.
Well, he also like holds them accountable where basically you would meet with a dietitian and you would come up with a plan. You show me like 3 months, 4 months, whatever it may be of being able to make the lifestyle adjustment to eating healthy, prioritizing the things you're supposed to prioritize. And then we can go along the lines of possibly doing a GLP-1 with a micro dosing aspect of it to help you get over that hump and truly get it there and not just depend on this to like shut your brain off from sugar cravings and food cravings or whatever it may be, to where whenever you do eat, you're eating bad. Now it's like, oh, whenever I do eat it, I understand that I'm eating to fuel my body. I'm like, whoa, like that's like how a drug should be used.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You know, you shouldn't take Tylenol just because you have a headache.
Mm-hmm.
You should take it, you know, whenever you take a headache medication, be like, whoa, wait, first of all, like, did I eat? Oh, no, I really didn't eat a whole lot today, so I could be hungry. Have I drank anything? No, you know what? Don't think I've drank an entire 16 ounces of water since I've been awake.
Right.
So maybe I'm dehydrated. That could be leading to a headache.
Mm-hmm.
Have I had any kind of sugar, good sugar, have fruit, something like that? No, I haven't. Okay, maybe I consume those things before I take Tylenol just because I have a headache.
Right.
And this is definitely a different version of that, but along the same lines of, yes, there are medications out there. Eli Lilly has done some good in this world, but their major thing they're trying to do is to like push things down, especially like in the peptide world. Like I do peptides, so BPC 157 and TB 500, and there's quite a few peptides that I take to help me recover, help repair muscle tissue, just help burn visceral fat. There's different peptide blends out there. This company right here is one of the companies that's trying to bury peptide to make it very difficult for private health clinics to have peptides available for customers because they want all of it.
Mm-hmm.
So now they use their influence in there. So you end up with these cycles, and it stems from something. And I know we started off talking about the food pyramid, but this is no different.
Right.
It starts to be down that same vein of who is going to make the most money off of this rush to high protein stuff. And when you see the ice cream companies a week after making protein ice cream, you're like, cool. So now we're just going to have a list of bunch of crap that is labeled as high protein. You have fast food places that are going to start doing high protein meals. It's going to happen. I mean, McDonald's is going to have their high protein burger or something, and like you don't even use real potatoes for your fries.
Yeah, it's just going to be bad all around when folks are just not informed, when they don't have the understanding.
But then
they see, those like glimpses, like everybody that looks at the news, they look at glimpses and look at what they want to see.
Yes.
Okay, let me take that in, and then they'll see something in the real world and apply it to that, and then go, oh, they said something about high protein. This burger has high protein.
Yeah,
this ice cream has high protein. Oh yeah,
I'm gonna start. You know, what was another
that protein?
Okay, so the low fat stuff. Do you remember the brand Snackwells?
Yes. Oh yeah.
In the green box, and it had like it was like the chocolate devil cookies or whatever. I don't even know if Snackwell still exists, but you want to talk about a company that they made every form of junk food snack in that green box, called it Snackwells, and now it's a healthy snack.
Low fat snack. Yeah.
So
I do remember that.
Yeah, that was the trend then. So now it's just going to be that packaging label is just getting all changed to high protein. I don't know. I mean, there's nothing we can really do. I mean, I hope that people out there don't just look at the label on the front of it and call it a day. Like, turn it over. If they have more ingredients than a paragraph, or if you can't pronounce every single thing in there, you should probably just put it down. I mean, the rule of thumb someone told me a long time ago is that if you shop on the outside of the grocery market, you're probably making healthier choices than whenever you go on the inside aisles. So if you stay on the perimeter.
So all the natural stuff is, yeah.
And just by the way, the grocery store that I go to, the very first thing is fruit. And then it goes to vegetables, and then it goes to beef, and then it goes to chicken, and then it goes to pork, which they all get a little bit less healthy as you go down the line.
Yep.
And then you start over, and then it's got the seafood, and then you start off, and you've got the eggs and all the stuff in the cold cooler. And then at the end of the cold cooler is the beer. And I'm like, oh, well, that's a natural progression if you go, and then you get to the deli meat. And I'm like, the bakery and the deli. Like, well, but the meat's got protein, which like, yeah, but does it, how good? Yeah, turkey sandwich is still better than a lot of other choices.
Right.
But just the idea of that, where if you shop along the outside perimeter of a grocery store, they're usually designed to go from the healthiest things to the least healthy.
Oh, it makes so
Not
much.
always. I mean, obviously it could be, but just in general.
No, I mean, even if you go to Walmart, it's the same thing.
Mhm.
It absolutely is. You walk in, go left. There's all your fruits, your vegetables right there.
Yeah.
And then your deli is right there. And you keep going, your breads, and then your the breakfast. Yeah.
Yeah, so
On the
everything
outside.
kind
And
trends
when you
to
go
the
to the
outside.
inside, here comes the cereals. Here come the Twinkies.
Yeah, or Snackwells because they're healthy.
Snackwells. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, as you got a layout of our grocery stores that we frequent over houses and Walmart, I hope everyone, if you need a blueprint, maybe Ray can type one of those up and put it in the description below. No, not necessarily. But I was interested by whenever I saw the shift in protein because I got really excited because I'm like, oh, this would be an opportunity to like feed what I've been trying to do for the last year and a half. And then my brain started going along the lines of this is probably going to turn bad because big corporations always find a way to meddle and make things an illusion. And I'm like, I think this is going to go that route. So hopefully, I still say it. And I know I've said it before, but there's an app, Yuka. It's not the gospel of health by any means, but if you download the app and you scan a barcode, it will give you a rating based on ingredients and things that are considered dangerous and certain additives that you shouldn't consume. And it's just something to kind of gauge where you're like, is this healthy or not? Especially when it comes to healthy protein snacks that you may pick up in a convenience store.
Mm.
And I'll scan that barcode. And I'm like, wow, this has a 2 rating out of 100.
Wow.
Like that's probably not good. I should probably put this back down.
Yeah.
And so I'm interested to see what that app will entail as all of these new high protein things hit. Because normally with the app, whenever you would scan it, it would say this app does not rate things that are high in protein. But now, whenever they're going to have all these additives in these high protein items, it may actually start giving ratings on them.
Yeah.
Once they include it in their database, and it's a free app to use too. So, like I said, it's not the gospel of health, but it is one of those tools that I'll use whenever I'm unsure about something. Whenever I'm shopping in a grocery store.
Yuka.
Yep, Yuka app. So, but no, Ray. So we just want to. I mean, I want to be healthy. I want you to be healthy too. I want you to sit here for a long time, and I want to speak out about big corporate. I mean, I'm really not that guy, but man, some things just kind of fire me up. Of like, I don't hate big corporations. I hate people that lie, and they lie. And whenever you go through the body positivity state that we went through for so long, of I'm happy to be this, and then now you see all these celebrities in one of my favorite athletes of all time, Serena Williams, endorsing Lilly
Really?
drug company for using one of their GLP-1s to aid her in her weight loss whenever her whole career was based around I'm me. Like this is me, this is my body, this is what I do. And now she's promoting how she lost weight using a GLP-1 made by the Lilly pharmaceutical company.
Wokeness.
It sucks. It sucks because I still
tough.
love Serena for what she did,
Yeah.
and I cheered for her every single time she stepped on the tennis court. She
Yeah.
will still be one of my all-time favorite athletes, and that's why outside of my television set, I have no loyalties to any athlete. But whenever they're inside my TV, then I'm going to cheer for them, and I'm not going to try to hold them to a higher standard just because they're a public figure. Because you're rich doesn't make you smart. So, but
Truth,
no,
brother, truth.
Yep. So hopefully there was some information in here. Hopefully there's some more conspiracy. I'm not really a conspiracy theory guy, but man, it seems like I have been lately. So,
We did not land on the moon.
I don't think we did either. We'll get into that one another time. So no, I'm not sure if we did. I would be curious. But no, we appreciate everybody for joining us. Drop a comment below if you think that oatmeal raisin is a halfway respectable cookie. Just
cookie.
a halfway respectable.
It's a good cookie.
It's a good. It's a good cookie if it's the only cookie left.
It's a good cookie.
No, it's not. So, anyways, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, follow us on Spotify, Apple, iTunes, and anywhere that you get your podcast. And until next time, we'll see you on
New Dad Order.